Number 7. Introduced in 1968, the Super Bee was Dodge's response to the massive success of the Plymouth Roadrunner. Based on the two-door Coronet, it was a relatively stripped-down muscle car that nevertheless delivered serious performance. Most Super Bees were equipped with the 440 six-pack, though the 426 Hemi was technically available, albeit very rarely ordered. Although the Super Bee looked nearly identical to the Roadrunner and shared many mechanical components, it was consistently outsold by its Plymouth rival from 1968 onward. In 1970, the Super Bee underwent a significant redesign that made it easier to distinguish from the Roadrunner, but Plymouth once again proved more popular. That year, over 15,500 Super Bees were sold, yet only 36 were equipped with the Hemi engine, as declining demand and the high cost of the option discouraged buyers. Number 6. This model finally freed the Barracuda from its long-standing ties to the Valiant platform. The most noticeable change for 1970 was the move from a fastback design to a coupe and convertible body style. With the introduction of the new E-body platform, the 1970 to 1971 Hemi Cuda convertible could finally be fitted with the 425 horsepower, 426 cubic inches Hemi V8, elevating it to the top tier of the muscle car hierarchy, alongside rivals like the Ford Mustang and Dodge Challenger. Of the 666 Hemi Cudas sold in 1970, only 14 were convertibles. The situation became even more extreme in 1971, when Plymouth produced just 114 Hemi Cudas for the U.S. market, including only 11 convertibles, of which just 7 were sold to the public. Sadly, the model did not survive beyond 1971, as the oil crisis and tightening regulations made large displacement Hemi engines increasingly impractical. Today, surviving Hemi Cuda convertibles often command prices approaching $2 million or more at auction. Number 5. The Plymouth Satellite was the top trim version of the Belvedere before it became a standalone model. The Belvedere holds a special place in Mopar history as the first Mopar vehicle to be equipped with the 426 Hemi engine for NASCAR racing, even before the Street Hemi was offered in production cars. In 1966, the first year of the Street Hemi, more than 1,500 Belvedere and Satellite models were delivered with the 426 engine. However, by 1967, only 12 Plymouth vehicles were ordered with the 426 Hemi. Of those 12 cars, just 6 were Satellites, making it one of the rarest Mopars ever built. In fact, this car is so rare that there is no confirmed evidence showing that a single 1967 Satellite exists today with matching VIN and original engine numbers. The closest known example is a 1967 Satellite that originally came with a 383 cubic inches V8 and was later swapped with a 472 cubic inches crate engine. That car sold at a Mecum auction for $60,000, which seems relatively low. However, if a true factory-original 1967 Plymouth Satellite equipped with a 426 Hemi were ever discovered, its value could easily reach $500,000 or more. Number 4. In 1966, the first year the 426 Hemi appeared in production cars, Dodge made a bold promotional move by installing the engine into a 4-door Coronet sedan. Only 5 of these Frankenstein-like muscle cars were built, yet they have since become some of the rarest and most coveted Mopars in existence. 2 were exported to Canada, and of the 3 remaining in the U.S., 2 are believed to have been special order vehicles built for the FBI. In 2007, a red 1966 4-door Hemi Coronet sold for $660,000 at auction. While a four-door car may not traditionally qualify as a muscle car, the presence of the 426 Hemi instantly transforms any vehicle into a legitimate street performance machine. Number 3. The Roadrunner debuted in 1968 as a stripped-down alternative to the GTX, and Plymouth initially expected to sell around 20,000 units. Instead, sales doubled that figure. In subsequent years, new options were introduced, including the 446-barrel engine and a convertible body style, further boosting popularity. By 1970, however, the model received few updates, while rising insurance costs severely impacted sales. As with the Dodge Super Bee, very few buyers opted for the expensive Hemi engine, and even fewer chose the convertible. Out of 834 Roadrunner convertibles built in 1970, only 3 were equipped with the 425 horsepower Hemi. Number 2. After a 6-year absence, the Dodge Coronet returned in 1965 as an all-new intermediate car built on the B-body platform. By 1967, the lineup expanded to include the RT Performance model, offered as both a 2-door hardtop and a convertible. The standard engine was the 440 cubic inches Magnum V8, producing 375 horsepower, while the optional 426 cubic inches Street Hemi, now in its second year, delivered 425 horsepower. Most buyers who selected the Hemi chose the hardtop, leaving only 3 convertibles built with the engine. Number 1. The Coronet is one of Dodge's longest-running nameplates, first introduced in 1949 as a large luxury vehicle, at one point even marketed as an 8-passenger limousine. By the 4th generation, it was offered with the Chrysler 354 cubic inches Firepower V8, an early Hemi design. By the 1960s, the Coronet had become Dodge's best-selling model, available in 2-door, 4-door, and wagon variants. Despite its family car roots, it achieved legendary street status when equipped with the 426 Hemi. In 1970, the final year of Coronet production, only 14 Hemi-equipped cars were built, just 2 of which were convertibles. One of these 1970 Hemi Coronet convertibles was restored on the TV show Graveyard Cars and could become a multi-million-dollar Mopar should it ever be offered for sale.